What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Loreverse, where we just don't react, we decode the long-form storytelling of shared universes. And today we're diving into one of the most misunderstood yet most dangerous mechanics inside the MCU, how traveling between parallel universes causes incursions, and how this sets the stage for Avengers Doomsday. Now, most people think the multiverse simply means different timelines like alternate versions of events, but the MCU has two entirely different systems. The first is time travel, which is branching timelines, which is the Avengers Endgame rules. And then we have parallel universes and separate realities. And that's what we've seen in Loki, No Way Home, and the Multiverse of Madness really set these rules. Now, knowing the difference is the key to understanding why Doomsday is inevitable. So let's really break this down. So, time travel in the MCU is based on the Ancient One's explanation, shown again in Loki. When you travel back in time, you don't overwrite your universe. You create or move along a branch, a new timeline within the same universe cluster. In other words, time travel creates alternate paths, not alternate universes. And these are still tethered to the same foundational reality tree. They are monitored, pruned, or allowed by the TVA depending on multiversal stability. Meanwhile, parallel universes are completely different worlds, not just different decisions. Here's an example. Earth 199999, that's MCU Prime. Earth 838 is the Multiverse of Madness. And Toby and Andrew's universes we saw in No Way Home. And these worlds are not just branches, they are separate cosmic ecosystems with separate physics, histories, heroes, and destinies. And when someone physically crosses into one, that's when the multiverse bleeds. Now, the MCU has established that parallel universe collision is a real measurable phenomenon and is called an incursion. An incursion means two distinct universes begin to overlap and their boundaries destabilize. So one or both universes are destroyed. And this was confirmed multiple times, right? He Who Remains talked about how his variants caused a multiversal war. Loki season 2 showed branches growing uncontrollably. Doctor Strange 2 revealed that Doctor Strange's variant actions caused an incursion, and Clea arrives to warn Doctor Strange that his actions jeopardized universes. And travel isn't just sightseeing, it infects the natural order. So parallel universes are not designed to interact with each other physically because every universe it has its own anchor points, identity laws, and probability constants. And when a foreign element enters, it becomes like dropping a virus into a body that has no antibodies. So now think of it like this. Time travel is editing a copy. You're working inside the same file folder. Edits can be monitored or rolled back. Parallel universe travel is opening two different apps and forcing them to merge. The architecture isn't built to coexist. He Who Remains created the sacred timeline system to avoid uncontrolled branching, because branching eventually scales to parallel universe self-awareness, which leads to variant warfare, the exact conflict that produced Kang the Conqueror. And the TVA wasn't created to protect time, it was created to protect the walls between universes. Once those walls start breaking, as we saw in the Loki season 1 finale, the multiverse became organic, infinite, and unregulated again. That is when incursions became not hypothetical, but inevitable. And here are the known universe breaking offenders. These are the people that we need to put on slabs on the freaking wall. Doctor Strange. This dude used dream walking illegally. He possessed another universe's corpse and took responsibility when Clea appeared. America Chavez. She's the only known multiversal border crosser, and her power is still unmastered. Wanda Maximoff. She entered 838 mentally and physically, and she permanently altered the universe's history. She killed the Illuminati. Spider-Man, No Way Home involved multiversal identity destabilization, and people from multiple universes coexisted inside MCU Prime. Loki and Sylvie killed the one being maintaining the universal boundaries. And this is not random. It's a story arc. Each step escalates the danger level, and Marvel is slow burning the disaster until it reaches cosmic extinction level stakes. Now, based on the MCU setup, Doomsday is not referring to a single villainous event. It represents the endgame consequence of all parallel collisions converging. Now, here's the puzzle. Kang variants are fighting for timeline supremacy. Doctor Strange and Wanda accidentally infected other universes. Spider-Man fractured the multiversal identity boundaries. America Chavez unlocked free travel. Loki legitimized infinite universes with no regulation. Reed Richards will confirm incursion science. And Dr. Doom will historically weaponize incursions, meaning Doomsday isn't a threat introduced, it's a bill that's arriving at your table. The heroes won the short-term battles, but they damaged reality's foundation. And if And since Secret Wars is the collapse, right? Doomsday is the storm front leading into it. Now, each universe has what comics call a narrative constant, something that must exist no matter the variation. For example, there must always be a Doctor Strange, there must always be a Spider-Man, there must always be a Wanda Maximoff, there must always be a cosmic threat, etc. And when two universes touch, constants overlap, causing contradictions, and those contradictions erase reality. It means the MCU is not heading towards a traditional villain defeat arc, it is heading toward a survival reality sex selection arc. So let's summarize the core rule here. Time travel bends your timeline. Parallel universe travel threatens every timeline. Incursions are the price of multiversal interference, and Avengers Doomsday is the moment where that bill finally comes due. And the MCU doesn't have a villain problem. It has a cosmic infection problem caused by its own protagonist. And that is why Avengers Doomsday is going to be the perfect weathered storm, the perfect tragedy, the perfect crazy ish. That is like we are about to witness some crazy stuff happen, because this isn't just like Doctor Doom is evil. We, aka the heroes that we support, they did some stuff too to cause this all to happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'd love to hear what you guys think about the multiverse and what's going on. And I want you guys to answer this question: who do you think is the most responsible for all of this happening and the doomsday that is coming? Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Peace out, stay crispy, deuces.